Warm welcome from us, VDI, to you, Marta, and Barbara from ESCP. Let me just say some words about ESCP, the oldest business school worldwide, triple accredited, many alumni, over 80,000. Number two, your EMBA. You can study all over Europe, and you have very tailored programs. Especially today, you introduced to us two programs. It's the EMBA and the Master in Management, and especially the scholarships for engineers. So maybe if you have interesting information for us, if you want to go for it, please start.
Thank you very much, Harold, and thanks everybody for joining us this afternoon. I'm personally responsible for the international advisory at the ESCP, especially for the executive education, EMBA in particular today. And with me, Barbara will also introduce the part for the full-time MBA.
Yes, thank you, Marta. So also very warm welcome from my side. My name is Barbara Schledern, and I'm in charge for the recruitment admissions for the MBA in International Management. So we will share the presentation, and Marta will start, and I will then explain a bit about the MBA.
Fantastic. So as Harold just started saying, ESCP Business School is the first business school in the world. We're all more than 200 years, and we are not only European, actually, because we have managed to build up our 6 campuses, of course, in Berlin, London, Madrid, Paris, Turin, Warsaw. But also on the MBA, we have opened a new branch campus in Dubai, and we do have the possibility to follow some courses as well as in China and in other countries of the world. The executive MBA at ESCP, we truly believe stands out for 2 main reasons. It's internationality and flexibility. And this is why we truly scale up the Financial Times ranking in the last couple of years. When it comes to engineering backgrounds, of course, you guys are super strong in technical skills. And as soon as you grow in terms of career, it requires to be strong as well as in business topics, leadership, strategic thinking. So here comes the executive MBA at the ESCP. Really wants to give you the toolbox to read any business problems, issues, to face the disruptive era we are living at the moment. And so you really have the chance to improve any business topics and especially to enrich your competencies thanks to your peers. The programs is highly flexible, as mentioned you. It has from 18 to 34 months length, so you can decide to shrink or stretch your program. It's based on 3 main pillars, the core courses, so the basics of the program, 60 electives, so a portfolio with more than 60 courses where you have to choose only 10, absolutely up to you in which topic and location. And the possibility that you actually have the opportunity to follow the courses in any of our campuses give you that level of flexibility. So you can decide to tailor your network as well according to your needs. Of course, the internationality is the fil rouge of our business school, and you can absolutely decide whether you want to create your in-presence, blended, or online pathway. You're going to have anyway a unique curriculum. The international, let's say, overview is also given by the international seminars, which are 3 in Europe and 2 overseas. From my point of view, I would like to give you the, let's say, takeaway that the international consultancy project, in terms of return on investment, is the ultimate outcome, because you have the chance to work on a real business project from our company partners or proposed by the participant himself. The next intake is going to be September 25 or January 26, and especially for January 26, at the moment, we are running the early bird fee, 76,000 euros instead of 88. And of course, we do have established, just for the VDI, 2 scholarships, from 5 to 10% off on the tuition fee. And at the same time, if you do represent any of this category of the MBA scholarship, you can also apply for one of those. So you can combine the 2 scholarships available. And of course, in terms of tuition fee, everything is going to be divided in installments, especially also on the company side, in case of company sponsorship. As you may know, you can have access in Germany to tax reduction system, and of course, access to bank loans, student loans with our company partners. How to apply? The application process is mainly divided in 2 steps. Application online in order to benefit from the early bird by mid of July. A selection interview with, let's say, the faculty, ESCP professors and alumni. And for people with less than 15 years of working experience, they're going to be an assessment test. For any questions, later on, you will have my contact.
Okay, maybe we can go some slides back, because this was already the part of the MBA. So here you have our contacts. Yeah, great. So now I will tell you a bit about the MBA in International Management program. So this program is a bit similar, but also different, because it's for another target group. So I will explain a bit more about this. Regarding the overview of the program, so it's normally 10 months, but you can extend it also to 22 months. You can study it full-time in a hybrid mode, so some parts, some study periods online or on-site, or you can also study it completely online. Within the program, you get all the basics of management and economics in the core modules, for example, finance, strategy, entrepreneurship. And then in the third study period, you can also choose out of 4 different specializations. You have also, because of course, it's important for every student to either accelerate in the career, change the sector or the industry, and therefore we also have career development offers each week. And in the program, you also have 2 company consultancy projects where you also work together with our partner companies on specific projects in a student group of 5 students, so that you really get a hands-on experience with the companies. Let's look at the schedule. So the program is 10 months and it starts in September always, normally in Paris, but you can choose to do it online. Then for the second study period, you can choose between Berlin or London. And in the third period, the specialization, then you can choose between Madrid or Turin based on the specialization you're choosing, because we are offering consultancy and entrepreneurship and fintech and innovation or luxury. So here you can adapt the program a bit to your interests. All right, then to the next slide, how you can finance your MBA. So we also offer VDI scholarship and also MBA scholarship from ESCP itself. So here you have 3 topic-related scholarships where you can apply as well with writing an essay. And we also offer grants, which are based on the quality of your application and awarded upon admission. And if you're really quite spontaneous and you would like to apply for this study start, then you can also profit from our spring offer, which is for applications until the 26th of May. Then how you can apply. So the basic admission requirements is that you have at least 3 years of professional work experience, a university degree, which could be either a bachelor or a master. With bachelor, you would need the RAP document, and the fluency in English. So you can either submit one of the English tests, or if you have worked or studied for 3 years in English, that's also fine. Then regarding the management test, you can either submit one of the official tests or do our in-house online replacement test. And for the process of admission, first you apply online on our application portal, and then there will be a selection interview with our academic dean. And after the admission decision, then of course follows the confirmation of enrollment and the first deposit. All right, Then on the next slide, to give you an idea with who you will study, so our class profile is quite diverse. So they're coming from all different backgrounds. Engineering, of course, is also a part, but also architecture, psychology, sciences, health. And on average, they're around 30 years old, have on average all 6 years, but you can apply with 3 years full-time. And it's also quite diverse in the classroom because the class consists of over 22 different nationalities. And here you can also see some of our student ambassadors. So if you're interested in reaching out to our current student to hear from their experience, you're very welcome. You also find their contacts online. And about the employment report, because of course it's quite a motivation. If you normally choose to do an MBA, either you would like to change the sector, maybe to improve your skills because you already work as a project manager, or to change the function. So on the next slide, you can see a short overview where our alumni are starting, or like in different sectors like consulting or technology. But as our students are quite diverse, also the job functions or the sectors, of course, as well. But many work in an international environment, of course, because we have international classroom and international background of our students. And also the employability rate is very good with 100%. And if you would like to hear from our graduated students or alumni, then feel free to reach out as well via LinkedIn. All right, then I think we are at the end of the presentation. So if you have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you for your attention. And here you can see our email addresses. So we're very happy to receive your email or your questions and to answer them. We also offer online calls. So if you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out.
Yeah, thank you, Marta. Thank you, Barbara, for these deep insights into your programs. And sorry that we hurry you up in 12 minutes through all your slides. However, it has been deeply interesting, and I guess we could get a good information about what it is about to study at ESCP. You can study all over Europe. I've learned, or we have seen at the slides, that you have core courses, yeah? And especially interesting in your EMBA is that you can separate the workload a bit if you could do a program that's called GMP.
Correct.
Which you can upgrade to the EMBA later on.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there is also the opportunity to separate, let's say, the two investments. Just starting with the core courses, which is also called General Management Program, in order to tackle any business topic, from negotiation to organizational behavior to finance, especially. So we have two main topics on finance. And then for competencies and networking purposes, you are already an EMBA class. But then maybe you need to feel like a fit into the program first in order to, let's say, commit to the entire pathway. So you can do this part as first, and then wait until 3 years' time in order to complete the rest and get your degree. So for some reason, this can be an option. But let's say that the program is much more flexible also in terms of timeline and workflow, that you can decide even to do in 30 months. So year 1, just core courses, and year 2, the electives and seminars. So it's really up to the flexibility of everyone's needs.